Shit, yeah.
Dude.
If you're not grabbing people in the brisket, I don't even know what you're doing. Wait, no.
I'm constantly grabbing.
If you're not grabbing the brisket, then I don't even know what you're doing.
Just grab their brisket.
Yeah.
Grab the damn brisket.
They want you to.
They want you to. People want you to grab their brisket.
Yeah, they're upset when you don't grab their brisket.
Exactly.
Anywho.
Just saying.
But with consent. So we have an awesome interview planned for you guys coming up here just in a few minutes. So we got TDs from TD's Brew and Barbecue.
Yes.
Awesome line of rubs and seasonings out there. So you guys go check it out. I know I think he's out in like Central Market or
a lot of Ace Hardwares. He's spreading.
He's the guy that just picked the 4-leaf clover one day and said, I'm going to do something. He's doing it.
He's out there grinding. So yeah.
One of our very first supporters too.
Yeah, we personally tried his rubs and seasonings and all great stuff. I mean, I don't think we tried all of them.
No, we haven't.
He's got some newer ones since. Yeah.
Correct. So I mean, I'm super excited to have him on. And can I just say how awesome it is? Like, I mean, just over the past couple of weeks, the people that have come onto the show. I mean, Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
we got TD coming up here now. Here in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Malcolm Reed.
Reed. I mean,
Joe Davidson.
Joe Davidson with Oklahoma Joe's. I mean,
hey, it's not like Joe Davis. This is Oklahoma Joe barbecue pits that you see worldwide.
Yeah,
this guy was on the barbecue. podcast.
Pretty much every week we're getting somebody on that's like, oh shit, shit.
We should actually thank the person that actually does this.
We should thank the shit out of him.
Yeah. Matt, I just want to say thank you so much. Yep. All right, Matt. Thank you so much.
That's great.
Okay. James, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, John. Appreciate it.
Thank
Alden,
John.
Alden, thank you. Thank you, Alden.
But did we win?
But did we thank John?
Yeah. Speaking of awesome guests, we do have some awesome ones lined up next week. We will have Captain Ron back on the show, and he will be our very first repeat guest. We had him on almost exactly a year ago. I think he was one of our very first guests.
He was,
on.
yeah.
And I'm excited to chat with him again because that dude loves barbecue.
Does Captain Ron have a boat?
I don't know. He has a pool, I'm pretty sure.
Well, hey, we need to find these answers out.
Definitely going to ask.
A ton of big green eggs.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Also, just recently booked Jess Prowse. She's come back on, and it's about I think we're a couple months out on that one, but she's coming.
I'm sorry, who?
Jess Prowse.
Jessica.
Jess Prowse.
Jesse.
Jess.
Don't say some shit that's going to get her not to come on the show.
Jess Prowse.
Yes,
Jess Prowse.
I'm super excited about this.
We all are.
She is. Well, y'all know she's my
great.
favorite.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. She is my favorite.
Can I just give a really quick shout out to the OGs, the original people, the listeners that have been with us since day one, that have helped support us and have helped us do what we do.
Absolutely. What are their names?
They're that person and this
Wanda,
person over there.
Bill?
Susan?
Freaking Bob over there.
That one person in the back
Jerry?
out there. I mean, they know who they are.
Yep.
And thank you to the new listeners that are listening right now. Hey, we appreciate your support. We appreciate you found us, and hopefully you enjoy this little ride of barbecue.
We are snowballing.
That we're on, so thank you.
Is it a snowball?
Dude, it's a snowball.
Downhill?
It's accumulating.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Anywho.
It's like bobsled. Downhill.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Okay. Yep.
Off the rails.
Perfect.
There it is.
Hey, without further ado.
Hey, John, fire up the brisket phone. Let's get TD on.
Let's do it.
Hey, TD, welcome in. Hey, it's great talking barbecue with you.
And I'm glad to be here, dude. I just want to do this because this is my favorite part of you guys' show, is that every time you guys are there, I always hear your beers crack.
Yeah.
So I have to make sure that mine is on your show.
There it is. Perfect. That's perfect.
Oh, man, I even got it all over the screen. Everything. Oh, it went everywhere.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
What are you drinking on today?
I'm drinking the Pacific Punch double IPA with strawberry and orange puree from Decadent Ales in Mamaroneck. Seriously, I'm not good at this. Mamaroneck. That's how it's spelled. New York.
Okay.
New York City.
16 ounces, clocking in at 9.4%.
9.4% alcohol at 16 ounces. That is that's going to score high on our list.
How many of those definitely Jan approved?
Yeah. How many of those you pounded in a single sitting?
Probably two, man. Probably two, and I'm doing pretty well.
Nice. A bottle of wine after that.
Nice. Yeah. What was the name of the beer challenge that you sent to us that we did?
The Pepe Chug.
The Pepe Chug. Yes.
Pepe Chug.
That was great. I actually loved that. It was awesome.
Yeah, we actually videoed that one.
Yes. Yeah. We have video of that. Yeah, I hadn't seen that video. Head over to our YouTube. I think it's on our YouTube.
It is, yeah.
But TD's was one of the very first guys to kind of show us some love, send us some rubs and sauces. And they're still some of the best rubs and sauces we've had, honestly.
I'm not going to lie. And I felt like it was a lot of love in the very beginning, right? You know what I mean? Like we just kind of started this whole thing, and then you graciously sent us your product, right? And we're like, I'm thinking, oh my God, we've already arrived? People are already sending stuff? What is happening here, right? And dude, your stuff did not disappoint. I mean, we used it on really probably anything and everything we could cook at that time, right? So definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, so what you're saying, Jan, is that you guys are like the Madden cover of like podcasts.
Yeah.
I have reached that status where like I'm on the Madden cover.
That's right.
Well, I don't know. A lot of people think that's a curse if you're on that.
No, there is no Madden curse. Not anymore. It ended right now.
That's
okay,
right.
Perfect.
Right now.
Awesome.
Right. No, he's been killing it.
Hell yeah. No, yeah. And then well, we'll get into that. We'll get into everything else, but yeah.
All right, TD, tell the listeners a little bit about yourself, how you got into producing these wonderful rubs and seasonings, and how you got started into cooking. We'd like to get a little bit of backstory on you.
Well, man, like I started making rubs and sauces probably around about somewhere around 15 years ago, and I came out with the OG sauce, and then started making variations of that. And then the seasonings kind of started as an accident. Kind of started making different variations for different products after that. To be honest, man, I don't know how or why I started making barbecue sauce. I think I was either broke, maybe forgot barbecue sauce at the store, or something like that, and maybe just had a wild hair up my ass and decided to like, hey, I'm going to make my own barbecue sauce. I cannot remember why I actually made my own barbecue sauce.
So you've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, 15 years.
Yeah, man. I'll have to say, dude, like you guys, the competition stuff, like that's not my thing. I don't have the patience for like that. Like I love cooking briskets and I love cooking pork butts, dude. But I'm a griller, and like I'm much more like throw the steak on there, throw the pork chops on there, throw this on there, hot and fast. Give me a couple beers and we're good. You know, I mean, we're gonna drink a couple beers while I'm making these steaks or I'm cooking these pork chops. I'm so much better at that, and that's something that I just realized here recently. I'm like, dude, why am I trying to cook ribs all the time? I'm like, dude, I should be focusing on what I'm really good at. And that's what I started doing. Like, it's not how you cook something, it's how you finish it, right? Yeah. And that's a competition thing. It doesn't matter how you get there. You just have to finish it right.
Exactly.
Hey, dude, you know what? Truer words have never been said, because there's a lot of competition guys out there that are people that want to get into it and they don't really know. They think the same method. You hear the same thing, low and slow. This is the way you do it. This is the method, whatever else. I've met so many chief cooks and so many people out there that you'd be amazed the timetables that people are cooking their briskets in. It's not 12 hours. It's not 15 hours. I've seen people do it like 6 hours, a 5-hour brisket, right? So they know what they're cooking. They know how they want to do it. 3.5-hour ribs. Right, they're not playing around. Right. This is grilling at this point.
If you're walking, who gives a shit?
Right. It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Right. That's the thing. Like, isn't that like a 3.5 hour rib? Isn't that like what Rodney Scott does? Like Rodney Scott's, his ribs are like only like 3 hours long.
That's right.
That's how long it takes
to
cook
hot and fast.
And they apparently are some of the greatest.
And I don't think he wraps his ribs. I think he just straight open flame.
He grills them.
Yeah,
he just straight up grills them over wood, right? Wood. I mean, you're still going to get a better taste than you will over a gas grill, but yeah, he grills it.
Yeah. I don't know. My thing about cooking like a brisket or a pork butt is you can drink so many more beers.
Oh my God.
I know, dude. I'd rather drink beers full and be like, oh, I'm so full, I could only get like 2 more beers in and then drink 5 more. I'd rather do that than be like 8 beers deep on my pork comes off and be like, oh shit, I left it on for about 20 minutes longer than it should be. It's
Right.
burnt now. Or I put it in the oven, and someone turns the oven on. Yeah, it's horrible.
Exactly.
You know, I have an issue with this, and maybe I'm wrong, but let me know if you can relate. They say you should drink like 8 glasses of water, 8 16-ounce glasses of water, whatever it is, a day, right? I can't do it. I physically cannot drink that much water. After 4, I'm like done for the day. Can't do it. However, I can drink like 18-pack of beer. And I'm like, no problem. I'm like, who's staying up with me? Who's drinking?
Yeah, you're right. There's another 24-pack in that cooler over there. I brought him.
Let's do it. Let's crack that open.
Right, awesome. Man. That's crazy. Like you say, like drinking all that water, dude. I drink Kool-Aid, man. I don't drink coffee. Like I hate coffee. Like end of discussion. It doesn't. If you mix coffee the way that I like it, it's pretty much Jack Daniels. Like this, you might as well just drink it straight. We're gonna throw a couple ice cubes in there and we're set because I'm not drinking coffee. But yeah, man, I drink Kool-Aid. I drink tropical punch Kool-Aid. Like the last hour of my day for the past like probably year and a half. I have a YETI type water bottle. I fill that thing up about 4 or 5 times. It actually equals about like 4 or 5 actual bottles of water. And I'm like, I understand why people drink coffee in the morning. I just do it at the end of the day with Kool-Aid so I can rehydrate myself from all the beer and everything that I've been drinking for the day.
I love it.
I gotta ask.
So I don't wake up hungover.
Yeah, I gotta ask, how are we making this Kool-Aid? Is this like old school, like
sugar rush?
No, dude, it's not. I actually, you find those like little Mio packets.
Yes.
Those little they're like Mio packets, but they're tropical punch. Don't get any grape because that's stupid. No. Grape is bad. Orange is not good. Cherry is disgusting. You got to be tropical punch. And I just squirted it inside there and add water to it, man. And I put ice in there. That's all I do, man. That's my last hour of the day.
I have a bottle of that tropical Mio sitting on my desk right now. Yeah,
I will tell you right now, if you're not putting vodka into that, there's a problem.
No, dude, all the alcohol and everything comes before that. That's the last hour. Okay. I work my day backwards.
That's how you stay hydrated.
Exactly.
You got to stay hydrated, right? Go to bed hydrated, man, so you don't get cramps.
That's awesome.
Oh my god! So I'm not gonna lie, man. I've really kind of looked forward to this. Once John does all of our booking and whatever else, and when I heard you were coming on, I was like, this is fantastic. Like,
it's been a long time coming.
Exactly, it has. So definitely excited for this. I've seen that you kind of expanded on your rubs since I guess probably a year and a half ago when you first
first got it, right?
Yeah.
I think you've added some rubs.
Is that right or no?
March 15th of 2019 was actually the first day that I ever sold a bottle of barbecue sauce. Other than like a couple of the ones that I'd made for myself for like a hometown like cookout, like our own KC or ICPA cook-off that we have in June. It's only a 10,000 people town, so people from Texas and stuff come over. It's a pretty good. They usually have a pretty good purse, but I made about 400 bottles there once. And I sold them all in like 3 days, like just done. And I'd never given half of these people my barbecue sauce before. So, but anyway, so I started with 6 products. I actually had 3 sauces and 3 rubs. That's where the whole idea of the 6-pack actually came from, because I'm like, dude, they all fit in exactly a 6-pack. So that's what I started doing. I started ordering the 6-pack carriers and I'd fill them up. And that was my 6-pack. And that's what I was selling to people at my shows and stuff like that. But I did less than a year later in February, I actually launched 3 other products, which were 2 specialty blends and then another sauce. And that sauce has actually been almost doing better than all 3 of the other ones. So the OG sauce, it's right there with it, like in sales in the state of New Mexico, that the cherry chipotle is actually second. And that's one of my newest sauces. I'm like, why did I wait so long to start this one? But it was extremely hard to even start with 6 products. So March 15th, 2021 was actually my 2nd year anniversary. So I've actually only been selling barbecue sauce and rubs for 2 years and a month.
Nice.
Dude. For me is the mustard. The mustard is like,
I know, it's so good. It's
so
a fantastic mustard sauce. I mean, and truthfully, in Texas, like, there's not that really many people doing a mustard sauce. Like, you don't really go to the store, you don't go anywhere and get something like that. So it's very good.
Yeah, and now you're in Whole Foods, right?
No, I'm not in Whole Foods. I'm in Central Markets.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Central Markets are like the high-end HEBs.
Yeah.
They're actually featuring all the barbecue sauces for the grilling event that started March of this year. It's actually kind of funny because, like I said, March 15th was like my 2-year anniversary. I think it was the 16th when they started the whole grilling event in all the Central Markets, and it's actually like on end caps and on the shelf, like almost eye level in every spot, and they're just like, buy me. It's perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better spot to be in. And to be a high-end barbecue sauce like that, especially in a store like that, is really well. And what's funny is that one of my other growers that are actually just bought a bunch of product to stock in some new stores, they actually had to hold off and give their stock to Central Markets.
Really?
Because Central Market was selling so much that they actually had to stop getting new stores and give it to the stores they were already stocked in.
Good for you, man.
That's a blessing.
I love
that. Is a
that.
blessing. That is so freaking awesome. I've got a question for you, and here it's something that I kind of talk to James about. I talk to every guy here about this all the time, but so. Like, take me back to the very beginning, because you made a sauce one time and you're like, okay, I'm making a sauce. It's really good. Your friends tried it. They said, somebody said, hey, you should bottle this. Or I'm not sure how, in my mind, this is how it's kind of working, right?
It's pretty close.
And then all of a sudden you're like, great, I'll do that. And then you're like, okay, whatever. But at a certain point you make the decision. You're like, okay, put your money in. Like,
right, put your money where your mouth is.
Right. And
right.
That's a decision that every person has to make. And like, how hard was that for you? Like, I have to spend how much money to do what? Like a co-packer or
right.
anything else, right? So like, how did you test those waters? I'm sure like you went to the cook-off, you sold 400 bottles or you sold whatever, right? But how did you know you're like, okay, I've got to go all the way in?
Dude, so I'm so like fiberglass. Like, that's actually a really great question. A question I've probably never actually been asked before. So, I mean, and we do a podcast every week, and I've been on a lot of shows and stuff, and I've never actually been asked anything like that. Like, what was your, like, almost like your aha moment?
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, I woke up one day, so I have a 1967 Super Sport Chevelle. I got it in February of 2000. And yes, that was 21 years ago.
Okay, I'm gonna cut you off real quick. TD, I feel like right now, me and you're gonna be best friends. Right. I do not have a Chevelle. However, my all-time favorite car is not the 67; it's the 64.
Okay, all right.
Chevelle.
Okay,
it's like
close to the same body style, still the square body.
Yeah, it's square body. Or the 66 is like whatever, it's there, but the 64, like, it's that year that it was a cross between a Malibu and a Chevelle. Right. I'm like,
right. The Chevelle was just the more badass version.
I know. Damn it. Okay. All right. Continue.
Sorry about that. Continue on.
Yeah. No. You're good, man. You're good. I can dude. If you want to start a car podcast, I'll hop on there every day. Dude.
Boom.
I'll do a car, like a hot rod muscle car. Oh, I'm in. Same with like Serial Killer or Alien. Yeah, if you guys start any of that, I'm in.
No doubt.
Just count me in. Okay, no questions. Just count me in. But no, dude. I woke up one morning. And I was like, dude, I need to finish painting this car. Like, I mean, this car has been painted for over 20 years. It's orange with a black vinyl top in it. I did an LS swap on it. I got a 6-liter LS motor in it that isn't souped up or anything, but it gets 20 miles to the gallon and has about 500 horses, and it can burn them all day. So it's got an auto overdrive transmissions, four-wheel drilled and slotted rotors, disc brakes. It's all brand new. I have updated this whole car completely, even down to the all wiring in the car. And I'm looking at a paint job that I figured out that I liked when I was 18. And I'm like, I've actually had this car longer in my life than I did not have this car at this point in my life. Because I got it when I was 18. I'll be 40 in September. So yeah, I've had this car longer than I haven't. And just drag it around with me everywhere I move, take it wherever I go. And I'm tired of it being orange. I want it to be black, or I want it to be gray with black accents. And I'm like, I need something to make some extra cash. I'm like, I could put the money from savings or something in there and I could finish it, but it's going to take a little while. I need something that I'm going to be able to get quite a bit of money a little quicker as a side gig. And so that's woke up the next day and I told my wife, I'm like, I'm going to borrow my barbecue sauce. And my wife's like, are you fucking crazy? And I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. And she goes, okay. And my wife is totally badass, dude. Because my wife will support me in everything that I do. Like, my wife understands that the podcast is part of my job now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and my wife is totally cool with it. She even watches. She joins in. My wife knows that this kind of stuff is now part of my life.
Could you have your wife call our wives?
Yeah, I know, right? I can, dude. I can.
I was about to say, she's standing right behind you.
My wife is pretty down to earth, man. But yeah, she understands that. I'm like, look, babe, this is part of the job now. And she's like, no problem. And so my wife kicks ass. But so she's like, are you crazy? And I'm like, we'll find out. And then I started on that journey, and it was probably about 14 months later when I finally got the product. It literally took me a little over a year to get all 6 products the way that I wanted them. And then I still had some things that I had to tweak after we got done. But that was the moment, man, where I was like, this is what has to be done. This is what I'm going to do. We'll see what happens. 30 days later, I sold out of every product.
That's fantastic.
30 days.
That's
I
awesome.
I was flabbergasted because I didn't even know.
So
then I ordered more.
Sold
out. And
is that like you? Okay, so a year and a half, year in whatever you went through, and then it's co-packing. That's like, did you order a big quantity, or did you order like, okay, give me, I don't know, like 200 of this,
couple of cases.
Yeah,
200 is a lot to me.
So this is exactly what happened. So in January of like 2019 or December of 2019. I placed my order and I said, I think it was 15 cases of each product, and I had 6 products.
Nice.
So 15 times 12, I don't know. I don't do math that well.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's not a ton. It was probably around about 800 to 1,000, 1,200 units or something like that. Well, right before February, I doubled everything. So I drove to Arkansas to my co-packer and I picked it up. And I came back with about 1,500 to 2,000 units total.
Nice.
And they sold out in 30 days.
That's amazing.
Nice. Heck yeah. That's what I'm
So,
saying.
yeah, I mean, dude, I live in this town of 10,000 people.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not like I was in Phoenix where I knew 800,000 people. No, dude, I mean, I know a lot of people, but people started to just be like, oh, this is the local guy. Let's try it out. And boom, it's
You know, you've got a great name, right? And the bottling, the packaging looks fantastic. But I mean, the TDs. Let's just be honest, right?
TDs.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, it just looks so good, right? And then
That's the
of course you're a guy, and you're like, oh hey, got some TDs. Right. You know, it looks really good. Hey, looks or whatever, but you're putting the sauce, you're putting the seasoning. Like where your money is, it tastes really well. So, and it works. So I want to, I'm older than you. I want to do the shit that you're doing right now. Like, I feel like you're just kicking ass. And I think the defining moment was, and what I've heard so far is that you're saying, you know what? I'm just going to do it. You made your mind up. I'm going to do it. I'm going to research it. I'm going to find a co-packer. I mean, you live in Arizona, but your co-packer's where?
I live in New Mexico.
Oh, I'm sorry, New Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the co-packers that I use is in Texas now. I've actually already, before the first year was up, I had already outgrown the co-packer in Arkansas.
That's awesome.
It was like, oh yeah, give us 4 weeks. That turned into 12.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
man.
something like that, dude. It was, I mean, and that was something that neither one of us knew, what we were up against.
Man, that's crazy.
That's amazing. Stories like this, I mean, this is exactly why I love barbecue, and it's why I love the people that are associated with this, and it's why I love TD's Brew and Barbecue. I mean, TD, can you talk a little bit about the products that you do have? I know people are probably right now just Googling the shit out of, okay, let me go to TD's Brew and Barbecue.com and see what's going on. But let the people know what you're dealing with as far as the rubs and sauces.
Yeah, tell us about your lineup.
Well, so like I said, it's only been 2 years, and every barbecue sauce or seasoning contest that I find, I enter. I mean, just like you would if you were doing competition barbecue, you know, anyone that you find that you could go to, you would go. If they're like, hey, just send us your brisket, we'll judge it. You'd be mailing them briskets.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, you'd be like, well, let's just see how this works out, you know? And so, yeah, that's what I do, man. Anytime there's a contest, I do it. And I've actually been able to pull out 16 top 3 finishes in the 2 years.
That's amazing.
On 9 products.
Shit, yeah.
And like you guys mentioned Southern Mustard earlier, the Southern Mustard was runner-up in the American Royal in the best sauce. And it's been in 5 different international taste competitions, and it's been second in 4 of them.
That's awesome.
So, I mean, there's only one time that it was not second. I think it was like 11. Like, it was just out. And it was almost just like looking at the scores, I was like, this thing lost for like some dumbass reason. Like, dude, somebody just was like, I'm not liking mustard, period.
Right.
You know, or something like that. And I'm like, dude, I just got bombed by like one judge and it kept me out of, out of the top. But, yeah, dude, you just take the bottles, you send them out, they judge them directly out of the bottle. Like, you're not cooking brisket, you're not cooking chicken. They take with unseasoned pulled pork that was probably cooked in a crock pot, and each judge dips it in there and tastes it. And that's how these barbecue sauces are judged. And I think the seasonings are judged almost the same way. Even like at the American Royal, because that is a KCBS judge.
Right.
So they actually use KCBS judges for the sauce and the rub contest, which is actually, I think, on this weekend coming up.
How did they do that? Did they just sprinkle a little rub onto whatever they're eating?
You know, I don't know, because like in the rub contest last year, like all my good ones bombed.
Yeah.
Like they were like all the way down at the bottom. I think I had like a bottom 10 finish in one of my rubs, and I was like, that's ridiculous. I sell more of that than I do anything else on my lineup. Like that was the Carne Sutra. And I'm like, dude, the Carne Sutra does not belong at the bottom of this list. But hey, whatever, that's fine. I'll accept it as it being possibly the best-selling product that I have. And I mean, and I do sell a lot of the Carne Sutra.
Yeah, I'll be honest. We've tasted a lot of rubs that people have sent us, and just straight out of the bottle, it's totally different when you cook it on something. Right. You know what I mean? You can't just, I mean, I've had plenty of rubs where I smell them like, oh shit, that smells good. And then I taste a little bit. I'm like, man, that's going to be really good. And then I put it on some meat and I cook with it. I'm like, well, it's just okay.
It doesn't translate.
Yeah, dude, like, your kielbasa's sausage did not perform.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But to go back to what you were asking, like about the sauces, yeah, I do have 9 products out right now. It's 5 barbecue sauces. Hold on, I got a thing here. 5. All right, I got 4 barbecue sauces right now. The OG, which is the original, and my stuff is more like a traditional type North Carolina style. It's a little bit more vinegary, but it's not your standard like vinegar sauce where it's like it's real thin. Which I had some the other day when I was in Kansas City, and it was fantastic. My fries were drowning in this vinegar barbecue sauce. It was amazing. I even bought a $12 bottle, and brought it home with me so I could have my wife taste it. But yeah, I have those, and then I also have the 5 rubs, and I have 3 rubs that are like in your 16-ounce shakers. The Sutra, which is an amped up salt, pepper, and garlic. That's the one that has the butter in it, has some hints of citrus and red and green bell pepper in it. Originally, the first couple ones, I'm gonna have to send you guys another one because since I think that you guys had it in like the Tony Castry can, like like the little 8-ounce fiber tube.
That is correct.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send you guys another one because I actually met a food scientist, and he's like, dude, I can help fix this. And they sent me a sample, and I'm like, you're kidding me. And it's turned into what it is today, and this has like completely changed the whole game of steak seasoning 100%. Since I did that, the Carne Sutra was #1 in the Scovie Awards for table seasoning, like just
nice
salt and pepper. Yeah, and then it ended up being, I think, third place. Ended up being third place in the Scovies for steak seasoning. I actually lost by 7/100 of a point. So between first and third, it was 7/100 of a point. Wow. And I'm like, dude, I could almost call that a tie, but I do have the third place ribbon. You know? But it's completely a game changer now. So I'm going to have to send you guys some of that. But I actually have I have 2 new things actually in the queued up, ready to launch probably next week.
Nice. So You gonna announce those here, or what's going on with that?
So when is this going to air? Is it going to be at least after Monday?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will tell you guys, I actually spent about 6 months with my food scientist and my co-packer, and we actually developed a low-calorie TD's Brew and barbecue sauce.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
So, yeah, you want to talk about a pain in the ass. I mean, like I said, 6 months. I don't think I ever spent 6 months worth of time creating a barbecue sauce, but we got it, man. There's only like 1 gram of sugar in it and only like 3 carbs and like 15 calories.
Really?
So, I mean, it's really low, man. And I will tell you this, dude, it's amazing. Like, I'm not a low calorie, like fake sugar kind of person, period.
Yeah.
But I will tell you right now, like the test bottles, I was using them all. Wow. I'm like, this is good. I was doing ribs. I'm like, I'm gonna do another rack of ribs with that on there. Like, it was, dude, I was really impressed. Not to toot my own horn, but I was pretty impressed with my low calorie barbecue sauce skill that I did not know I had. And then I actually am launching another line of TD's Brew and Barbecue, which is the TD's Brew and Barbecue private stock. Okay. And so what I'm doing with that is my first batch is going to be the cowboy candy, which is your bread and butter pickled jalapenos. So
I love that.
Pickled jalapenos and onions. So the jar actually has pickled jalapenos and onions, but they're bread and butter, and that's going to be the private stock. So each jar is going to be individually labeled or individually numbered. It is a limited edition, so there's only going to be a few of them. So just kind of see how it works. And
we're going to need some of that.
Put us down for number 1.
Right? Yeah.
Oh nope, number 1 is mine, and I've only told like 3 other people, and number 1 through 10 has already been spoken for.
So okay, all right. Number 11, you have my address.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, these days and times right now, I mean, the people that are all, I mean,
hold up, dude. The Bears just traded up to pick number 11. So we have got to figure out what the hell is going on here, dude. Like, did we miss something? Is Mac Jones still available? Like, who is still available?
Mac Jones is available, I think.
Like, oh my God, dude, this could be the greatest day. And I'm on the Madden cover of podcast right now.
And is Justin Fields available as well?
Yes.
Are they both available?
They're both available.
Oh, Justin Fields is.
Yes.
I was actually, before we came on, I was actually looking at that going, who's going to be able to pick? Because all the teams that we're picking, like the Cowboys, I mean, you had a bunch of teams that had either just traded or have a quarterback. And I was just looking at like number 12, Dallas is going to have to be the one you're going to have to trade with.
Dallas traded out.
So Dallas had the 10th pick. Yeah. They traded to the Eagles. Eagles traded theirs to the Bears.
No, Eagles traded theirs to the Giants.
Now the Eagles traded to the Bears? Nice.
No.
Dallas traded the Eagles.
That's right.
And the Eagles went and picked. And now
the Giants,
Chicago traded with the Giants.
That's right.
But they're taking.
Oh my God, Goodell is walking so slow.
But they're taking a quarterback.
Moment of my life.
Why would they jump the Cowboys to take a quarterback? The Cowboys don't need a quarterback.
Justin Fields, dude.
Those of you listening at home, we're talking about the NFL draft here.
Yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing, guys, girls.
Dude. Go Bears! Go Bears! Come on.
Well,
don't screw us for the next 10 years like you have every year.
They're going to pick a quarterback.
Would you rather
Justin
have
Fields or Mac Jones?
Which one would you rather have? I mean,
I'd rather have Fields.
I'd probably rather have Justin Fields, dude.
He can be more explosive for sure. Mac Jones is probably the safer pick. But
who the hell did they pick?
We don't know
yet. Nobody picks an Alabama quarterback. Let's be honest.
They might.
Right, Alabama quarterbacks don't work out in the NFL.
They don't translate.
They don't.
And it hasn't for a very, very, very long time.
Oh, he's going with.
Oh, come on, dude. Yeah. The suspense.
It's going to be Fields.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Which is so weird. Why would you trade to get this? Dallas was not going to pick
a quarterback. I don't know why you're jumping Dallas to pick a quarterback.
I know.
They would.
Right. Well, the same reason why we jumped the 49ers a couple years ago to snag Trubisky.
Nice.
And Deshaun Watson was sitting there like, hey,
and so was Mahomes.
And so was Mahomes. That's right.
I hate that argument.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, I can't justify it.
No, you cannot.
No, it's
even at the time.
Well, it's like the other year when last year
Justin
before.
Fields.
Justin Fields. All right.
Yeah. Couple years ago,
cool
somebody picked like Dallas could have had T.J. Watt, but they went with Taco Charlton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Hey, if the guy's last name is Watt, just draft him. Just quit messing around.
We know that now. I mean, we knew JJ was great, but we didn't know if the brothers were going to be good.
Yeah, we knew. Hey, we knew.
Well, this is true.
Well, hey, just because Jerry Jones's last name is Jones doesn't mean that the rest of the family knows what the right decision to do is.
Right.
This is true. I mean, y'all got Justin Fields now, so
dude.
I mean, you've been to a Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
The interview of a lifetime here.
You've been to a Super Bowl with Rex Grossman before.
That's right, and we actually almost won that one. It was close.
Peyton Manning had to shut that shit down, though.
Well, Peyton Manning's defense actually for the one game of the year decided to play, and that's what happened because our offense sucked.
All right, fair enough.
So we'll bring it back in. Have you done any barbecue competitions or state competitions or anything like that?
No, man, I haven't, dude. I want to. I would love to do state competitions. However, like I don't have time. Like that's my problem right now is time. I started the business and I'm like, look, man, I'm only going to give what it needs to grow, and I'm not going to give it too much because in the oil field, you're 24/7, 365. You know, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. If your phone rings at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're answering it and probably getting out of bed and busting your ass for the next 6 hours. But I'm like, I hated that. I'm like, not doing that with this. I'm not doing that. I will give it the 8 to 5. I will do this. I will do that. And I'll do whatever it needs, but I will make sure that my family life comes first. And, you know, I'm sure that's kind of cliche for a lot of people to say, but no, I actually made sure that happened. My wife does all my scheduling for me. My wife tells me where I'm going to be, what I'm going to do this day, this time. Like, this is your time for this. And that's because I'm like, you have to tell me. Otherwise, I'm just going to start doing what I want.
Right.
And that's what I started doing, man. And I make sure that my wife and my kids' activities, like especially their sports and stuff, that comes first. I'm like, don't make me out of town whenever my kids are having a softball game.
Right.
So are you full-time seasoning rubs,
brew, and barbecue?
Yeah. This is full-time for you now, or are you still doing something different?
No, I actually I stepped away from a 6-figure job in January.
Nice. Woo. Good for you.
And
awesome.
This is all I do now. I mean, it was kind of one of those. It was kind of one of those double-edged sword things. We were about to have to make that decision to sell everything, or we weren't going to be able to compete anymore in our oil field business.
Right.
And our competitor basically had decided that it was easier to join us than beat us. And they came in and they bought all of our equipment, including all of our employees, and we left.
That is awesome.
And that basically January. So my dad and I were the owners. It was D&T Tobacco. My mom basically, but she works the office for me now. She does all my books and she does all my paperwork and everything. And then my dad runs my co-packing facility. Which, we actually, after 2020, I got sick of being stuck behind all these other bigger companies and these co-packers that were causing me to be 8 weeks behind on rub or 6 weeks behind on sauce that were bigger than me. Where I don't care what manufacturing facility you're in, dude. Your $400,000 order to my $10,000 order is not going to fly. Like
right.
Mine is going to the back burner, or 10,000 units to 400,000 units. It doesn't matter what number you're looking at. And so I just said, you know what? I'm taking all the money that I should have used to repaint my Chevelle and completely finish it after 21 years. And I bought all the equipment to manufacture my own rubs in-house. And
That's
so my
awesome.
dad is actually the guy who really takes care of all that.
So are you going to start co-packing for anybody else, or is that in?
I do. I have about four or five guys on the line right now that we're starting out small startups. That's kind of one of my goals, is to help people start up, man, with somewhat of a small batch and really kind of get them going. But the only problem is like, I also have mine, and mine is going to take priority. But just be patient with me because I'm just starting. That's kind of where I'm at. Mm-hmm. The people that I have that I'm going to start co-packing for, obviously we can't say anything because of non-disclosure agreements and stuff like that. But I just want to make sure that they're getting a completely different experience than what I am or what I did. And like, at least then I can not only help them with this, but I can kind of help them with what you need to do. Just kind of, I'm not looking that I know everything, but if somebody has a question, come to me, dude. I'll answer it, dude. I don't care. 350 million barbecue products out there. What's one more? If you got good marketing and you bust your ass, things are going to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Right. And I would be more than happy to manufacture your rub.
Yeah. We might have to have a conversation, TD.
Yeah.
Here in the near future.
Boom.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
Let me ask you a question. I always love to let's get back to a little bit of the ground roots, a little bit of the beginning. What was your first grill?
Dude, my first grill was like the $80 bullet, like from like Home Depot. What is it, like the charbroil, like grill or smokers?
Yes, like the Smoky Mountain,
the R2D2 looking ones.
Yes,
like the R2D2 looking ones, and that's just because it was like $80, and I wanted to grill some hamburgers. So I made some hamburgers and I grilled them over some charcoal, and that's what I used. And I probably only used it like 3 other times after that. And then I started going into gas grills.
Nice. What kind of grill are you running now?
I have like 6 right now that we use primarily. Like I said, man, I'm more of a griller than I am a smoker, and this is something I just recently figured out. So it's like my channel and stuff. That's all going to be changing here pretty soon because that's more my niche. I don't have time to shoot a 8-hour brisket video. Gotcha. I don't have that kind of time. I need like, hey, I'm cooking my dinner tonight. It's going to take me about 20 minutes. That's what I'm doing, and so that's where I'm going to start changing my channel to. But I actually have two Rectech 700s, which pellet grills. Mm-hmm. I bought one and I won one. I won an online raffle on Facebook about 6-8 months ago.
Awesome.
And it was a $20 buy-in. I bought 3 tickets and I won a $1,500 Rectech grill.
Hell yeah.
And then I have the Rectech Bullseye, which if you're a pellet griller or you're just any type of griller, it's basically a 22-inch Weber kettle with a hopper.
Okay, I know people that had that. They love it.
700 degrees in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know people love that.
It's great, dude. It's the best grill I have. I can honestly say that. Other than my PK, I'm a huge PK fanatic. I have PK, I have Blackstone, and then we also have one that is called Big Daddy Smokers, which they are actually this Big Daddy Smokers or some. I think it's called Big Daddy Smoke. I can't remember exactly the name, but they're actually in Hobbs, New Mexico, and they're rotisserie style single axle trailers. And my dad and I actually went together and we bought one of those, and we've been using it for a while. Like the rotisserie inside there's 5 racks inside there, so we can put a ton of butts and stuff in there. And we actually just bought this probably about a month and a half ago.
Nice. Plan on doing a little catering or something?
My dad kind of wants to. I don't want to, man, because I'm like, I almost am like the point where like we just did like pork butts and stuff for the Super Bowl. And I'm like, hey, I have 12 pork butts. We were trying out our new grill. Let's see how it goes. Whatever. Well, of course, somebody that I don't even know ends up like sending me a message like, your pork butt was trash. I'm going to come out of retirement and I could do better than this. And I'm like, who the hell is this guy? I'm like, how do I know this guy's for real either anyways? But I'm like, I don't want to cook for people. I just want to sell them the barbecue sauce and the stuff. Use it to cook it their way.
Yeah. Haters going to hate.
Yeah, I know. That's right. And that's why, you guys had Chuck on last week. And, dude, I mean, I totally agree with him. Like, anything negative, I just, get fucked, and I just keep throwing.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You can't fill your time with that.
I kind of can't help myself sometimes. Sometimes I have to comment back, like, yeah, mama.
Yeah, dude, I love that. I've seen that, John. I have actually seen that on a couple. And I have to say, so I actually, I'm like you guys. I haven't had anything actually go viral, completely viral like you guys had. What was it, your mayo on the steak one?
Yeah.
Yes. The mayo on the steak one, went viral, like Mac Roark.
Have you tried it?
On our show, and it was funny as hell. But yeah, the mayonnaise on the steak, that was the first question I asked Mac Roark. But I actually had the draft top. Have you guys seen that thing, the draft top? If you've seen some of my videos, I do it. Like, it cuts the top off of your beer can.
Yes, yeah.
And we have one.
So I love that thing. They hit me up a long time ago and was like, "Hey, would you like to try our product? Possibly an affiliate." I'm like, "Yeah, why not? This thing looks cool." I love that thing. Like, I'm not using it right now, and it kind of sucks. Like, I'm getting that little clug. I'm like, no, I don't need that. But anyways, not to plug it, but dude, I started selling a lot of them. I hit a video, hit 700, 800,000 views.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah,
and it was
they sent
it was
us
me
one too.
on the draft top showing how to use it. Every comment is like, "Here's an idea, dumbass. Put a magnet on it." And I'm like, those are the ones that I always respond to. People like, "Can't magnetize aluminum, dumbass."
Yeah.
Like hashtag peace out.
Yeah.
That's the only time I ever commented back to anyone.
Let me just go ahead and change science and
Yeah.
the physical properties of aluminum and make it magnetic.
Right. Dude, if you can magnetize aluminum, you sure as hell ain't drinking beer right now.
Right.
You're drinking $900 Dom Perignon, dude, by
Right.
a shot.
Exactly.
Yeah, they sent us one of those, and we actually had. We haven't mastered it yet.
We
honestly.
have not mastered. We had difficult times.
Yeah, we need to practice with a little more because
You
been
need to
kicking
watch
our
my
ass.
video. You need to watch my video. You
I
have
think
to hold it, and then you have to make the rock on symbol.
That's
You
what
have
I
to
was
go like
missing, the
this,
rock on symbol.
squeezing it. It works great.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try it again, and then we'll do a video too, and hopefully we can get as many views as you.
Duet it. You should duet it.
100%.
I'd like to see you and Chris duet it.
Yeah,
Let's
we'll do that.
Let's do it. What's your favorite thing to cook? What's your go-to?
Flank steak.
Okay.
All right.
Flank steak or skirt steak. Anything that I can like really fast like that in that family, where I can make some tacos with. Yeah, that's my
All
jam,
about
dude.
the tacos.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, here we are. I mean, everything pretty much just goes in a tortilla. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
and it's fantastic and it's great. We don't
Because
really
why
do.
not?
Yeah, we don't really do a whole lot of flank steaks around here.
No,
we should.
No, we should. We do a lot of skirt, but
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, dude. I'm going to send you a bottle of the Carne Sutra and a bottle of the habanero honey mango, right? And you're going to make my carne asada tacos.
Okay.
And what you can do, you're going to grill the flank steak or grill the skirt steak, whichever one you want to use, with some Carne Sutra on it. You're going to grill it. And then you're going to take the habanero honey mango and you're going to season the mango with it. And you're going to throw a char on that mango. You're going to dice it up with some onions and some cilantro and almost make like a pico de gallo. And then you're just going to put it in a tortilla with the steak, dude.
that sounds amazing. Yeah. Hey, you send it. We'll make
killer.
the video. We'll post it.
Right.
You'll
Yeah.
sell a
I
million bottles.
actually want it right now. So
Yeah, I know.
I'm
Dude.
kinda
I
hungry.
could eat 20 of those tacos right now, man.
Yeah.
So we ask. I mean, you listen to the show. We ask everybody. I mean, hopefully you had time to think about a barbecue fail or something that or a barbecue win. I mean, it sounds like we've already got to a lot of your barbecue wins as far as the.
We want to hear your fails.
Yes.
Let's hear how TD fails.
Let's do it.
Dude, what's crazy is that you guys have actually already mentioned 2 of my barbecue fails on your shows in the past.
Okay.
You guys may not remember both of them, but one of them, I actually asked to remain anonymous.
Oh, you wrote in.
Oh, I think I remember this.
That's okay.
Go
You
ahead.
wrote in. Yes,
so,
yes.
dude, but so there are people that I cooked for that do not like their steaks medium well.
I remember this story.
I do
Yeah.
remember the story.
Yeah.
And dude, we bought some filet mignons. I mean, we lit it up, man. We went high class. And something happened. My dad was going to cook them, and I told my dad, I'm like, if you're going to cook them like this, I'm not cooking them. And he goes, well, I'll cook them. Something happened in this oil-filled shit. My dad took off to go do something in the oil, do something with work. So my mom called and she's like, hey, can you come over and cook these steaks? And I was like, damn it. I'm like, I'm going to have to cook some of these steaks like to a well done. And I'm not going to be cool with this. And dude,
I'm not doing it.
actually temped them and they were like 200 degrees.
Not doing it.
Oh, good Lord. That's leather.
Not doing it.
That ain't right.
And I will tell you this. They were 203. I'm like, 200 degrees? I better might as well hit the magic number while I'm here. I'm going to make sure these bitches hit 203.
It's a
And I
brisket.
got them all the way up there to 203. And I'm like, here we go. And I serve it to them. And that's all I heard for the rest of the night was how much better their steaks were than anyone else's.
Oh my God.
Bullshit.
I'd have gave it
because my steak was fantastic.
Hey, I'll tell you right now, I'd have gave it to him at 120 degrees and be like, 120, you deal with it.
Eat it or get the F
Yeah.
out.
By the way, the fire's over there. You grill your own steak.
Yeah.
I was trying to keep the peace, man, because the last time, that's exactly what happened. I'm like, dude, at my house, 125, max, and I got a 12-year-old, I got a 16-year-old, a 12-year-old, and an 11-year-old. That's going to tell you right now. If you want it any other way, it ain't happening.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I've already done that before. So I'm like, this time I'm like, oh yeah, fine. I'll see how it goes the other way. You want it well done? Fine. We're making this filet mignon into a brisket.
Right. You're like, excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am and sir. Would you like a little steak with your ketchup to be able to wash that down?
No, yeah. Apparently they were still tender. They were still tender. They enjoyed them, man. Still to this day, I was told it was still the best steak they've ever eaten in their life.
At what temperature do you wrap a steak?
Right. Yeah.
Right, man.
I'll be honest.
127.
Growing up, remember my mom. She always loved her steaks
well done.
And I grew
with
up
with ketchup.
I grew up like, of course, you see your parents doing that, and you're like, well, I want my steak well done too.
Well, let's not be weird here. Like,
right.
I like meat. I like beef with ketchup. Ketchup tastes good. Beef tastes good, right? I like a burger maybe with some ketchup on there. It doesn't really matter. Ketchup tastes good. However, once you learn that, hey, you don't have to cook it this way.
Once you grow the hell up.
Right. I was a kid. My mom was like, she still orders her steak today. Still. Like, we can go to, like, Killen Steakhouse. She could order a $100 steak. She'll tell them, I don't want to see any pink. Bring me a side of ketchup.
Oh, my God.
What?
That's not right.
Yeah.
That should lower your credit score.
I'm telling you right now, my mom will do
Lower your
that.
credit score.
Like, I make steak all the time. She comes over, she's like, I just can't. Okay. It's just too... And then, like, I'm like, Mom.
You just named the episode.
I'm like, Mom, I can't.
She'll run it back.
Yeah, I was like, Mom, I can't cook it anymore.
Perry Steakhouse.
Take it back. It's 138 degrees. I will not cook this anymore. Anything over 138, it's on your own. I'm not doing
dude, it's maximum. It has a maximum weight capacity, but it's a maximum temp.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
I tried to
exceeding this limit.
She's like, I don't like the blood. I don't like any of this, that, and I tried to explain to her. I was like, Mom, even nowadays, a lot of the stuff we've learned just doing barbecue and just this podcast and in general. Like, Mom, that's not blood. It's not blood.
That's the myoglobin.
It's the proteins, the myoglobins
just
that
breaking down
are red in color.
It's God, myoglobin.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden it's like,
sounds so gross.
I want it just gray looking.
No, listen,
that's why you see, like,
she's serious. Mm-hmm. Mom is serious. However, she'll come over. She'll have some steak. She'll say, I just don't think I can do this. Mom, I'm sorry. Either eat this or we're not making a different steak tonight. It's happening. I'm sorry. Now,
Mama gets what she wants.
Mama does get what she wants.
You're going to wear it, and you're going to look funny as hell with the steak on your head.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I tell my kids, dude.
I'm not going to lie. Mom gets what she wants. However, there is a side of ketchup. Every time.
I love some ketchup.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Dude,
it's all right.
On our podcast, we have a segment where we ask, like, is it acceptable to put ketchup on a tamale?
On a tamale?
Absolutely not. That shouldn't even be a discussion.
I say no. My co-host, dude, totally opposite. He's like, no, ketchup on a tamale is good. My mom raised me that way. And I'm like, no, dude, it is not acceptable. Like, not acceptable at all.
What is the ethnicity of this guy?
Dude, he's actually Mexican and Italian. I'm like, fucking wonder you want to
the Italian,
like tamale,
the Italian like, is clearly fucking him up.
Italians take it over.
Yeah.
I've never tried it, but honestly, I would probably try it.
I did just for the podcast. I don't. But he's also one of those guys, like, we talk controversial food on our podcast. So, like, he's also one of those guys who doesn't believe that pineapple should go on pizza.
I am one of those as well.
I love pineapple on pizza, man. Pineapple jalapeno.
No.
I can get down with jalapeno, but
fruit does not belong on a pizza.
It sure does.
Besides tomatoes.
It's just weird.
Oh, dude, tomato is actually a vegetable, dude. I'm going.
Tomatoes are fruit.
No, it's a vegetable.
Does it have seeds?
Does it grow in a
Does it have seeds?
Yeah. Hey,
it's a fruit.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, man. We also ask what kind of jelly is the best jelly to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
That's easy. Raspberry.
Grape.
It's grape.
No.
Yes. Grape jelly.
Yes, it is grape.
No, it's not.
No.
What?
What is grape jelly? Grape doesn't. How do you make jelly out of a grape? That
I'll
doesn't
do
make sense.
grape jelly, and
See,
I'll
that's
settle
the
for
crazy thing.
strawberry.
You want to get famous
what
on
about-
TikTok? You want to get
Plum.
on Instagram?
Plum.
This is how you do it. You
Yes.
cause a fight. And
Cause
I
a
swear,
ruckus.
dude, we
Yeah.
had Matt Groark on, and Matt Groark is like, dude, you start a fight, you're gonna get famous on TikTok.
Exactly.
He's got like 2 million followers, dude. Like the guy's, that's all he does is start fights.
Oh man, look at the comments on our mayo steak video.
Yes,
It's all fights.
exactly.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to do a peanut butter and jelly video here pretty soon.
Plum.
Right.
Plum is the
Right.
best jelly.
You're an idiot.
You ever had it?
Plum.
He's not talking about the best jelly.
Oh.
He's talking about the best jelly to use for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yes.
It's
Grape jelly.
No, it's not grape. It's raspberry preserves.
But is it crunchy or is it creamy peanut butter?
No,
Strawberry.
no crunchy.
Either
Creamy.
way, I love crunch.
So,
so
First
bad.
of
I
all,
do
I
both.
with you,
don't know
I'm with you,
anybody
Alton.
that's
It must
eating.
be like the area that
I like
we are
crunchy.
from.
I don't-
Right. Yes. Exactly. Y'all over there eating Alsips. That's why you like the creamy.
That's
shit.
right. That's right. Where did you say you were
He's in New Mexico.
But I know, but where at?
Lovington, New Mexico. I am 25 miles from the high school in Denver City.
You are. That's Brian Urlacher land over there, man.
That's right, man. I actually grew up with Brian Urlacher. That's not why I'm a Bears fan, but I actually grew up with Brian Urlacher.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I've known him since we were kids.
Lovington, New Mexico. Yeah, that's very, very close to home, man.
Yeah, my 2 younger daughters actually go to school in Denver City. We actually drive
Really?
25 miles. Yeah, because in New Mexico you can't do shit.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Alden right now has a tear falling down his face.
I know.
This is true. This is true, man. This
Fixing
is
to
true.
crawl through the mic somehow.
I always love it. Every time like Alton ever brought up something about Denver City or whatever, I would text John and be like, dude, Alton, it is Denver City jokes.
yeah,
But did we won?
yeah. Well, that was from Seagraves, Texas.
I'm sorry, Seagraves.
Yeah.
Oh, Seagraves. Yeah, I might as well. That's a smaller shithole.
Yeah, it's a smaller shithole. That is the only way to explain it. This is true. Yeah. No, it's cool, man. Just to, I'm sure I know people that you know, and you know people that I know. We just don't know it yet.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. That's awesome. So, did you eat any chimichangas today?
No, dude, I'm in
Damn it.
Oklahoma City right now.
Oh,
so,
dude.
yeah, there's not an Allsips up here.
That sucks even worse than Lovington.
Right.
I know, but I did eat a chimney the day before I left Lovington on Saturday.
Bro,
That's
I had the chimney at Allsips, and it was not awful.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It was not awful at all.
Did you put the hot sauce on?
I did, yeah. I asked for extra. I put it on there. It was not the worst thing I've ever had in my
Let
mouth.
me ask you this: were you drunk?
No, I was driving an RV.
Well,
so I
that's your
definitely wasn't
problem,
drunk.
dude. You have to be at
You have
least
to be
8 beers
drunk.
in.
You
Because
have to
that
be-
thing is the shit
Yeah,
at
it
8 beers.
is.
Blood alcohol
Well, it was-
level of
yeah.
0.08.
It was
Yeah,
pretty
you
good
have
when I
to
wasn't
blow.
drunk.
Like,
So
you have to blow before you could get it. Like, oh, you're under. Wait. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Can't have it. Also, Jimmy.
Not for you.
I liked it when I was sober. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, they're good, man.
That's funny.
Don't let him go yet. I got to show him something. Is he still
dude.
on?
Pull your
He's-
pants
this
up,
isn't
man.
Not that. Is he
It's
still
not
on
that kind of
camera?
show.
Yeah, yeah, so-
Yeah, no, he's still on camera.
Yeah.
It's not this kind of podcast.
Right? Put your damn pants back on.
Okay. John, what did you invite me to?
Put it
What
on.
did
Al-
you
Alvin's,
invite me to?
Alvin's going
Hey.
for a show and tell.
So, yeah, it's a peep show.
He literally ran down the street. He's got something he wants to show you, man. I don't
It
know
is
what it
literally
is,
A peep show.
but yeah, exactly.
James, you were actually the loudest person I ever met in my life.
Bang on that mic a little bit
You
more.
were like a
John's got so sensitive.
yeah, okay.
okay, John's fault.
Yeah, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, John, it's your fault.
Hey, you still working on that first beer? Have you moved to beer number 2?
I'm on another one.
Oh, nice. What do you got now?
It's called 8-Bit from Tall Grass Brewing Company in Wichita, Kansas. Check it out. It's like a deformed. Oh, hold on. A deformed Pac-Man.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an emoji Pac-Man.
You do a lot of them IPAs.
Oh yeah, dude. We do a lot, man. The crazier the better on the IPAs for me, especially if you like do your milkshake IPAs where they're like fruity and kind of thick, like lactose in them, dude. Those are the best ones, man.
Yeah, it's James is totally lactose intolerant, so he would not be down with that.
He still drinks them.
He does, but the next day, I'm pretty sure he's hurting.
Dude, it would come out. It would come out hotter out one end than in the other.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the brewery in New Mexico that I stopped at? God dang, it was so damn good too. I'm not gonna remember now. Shit.
Alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol does that shit, right?
Alcohol makes you forget.
Yeah, what was it? It was frick.
That's usually what makes me smarter, dude. So,
all right.
I'm not gonna lie. I think my ADHD and alcohol really helps.
Oh, for sure, dude. I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like Vyvanse for your...
Yeah. I think it is. Yeah.
Adderall?
Yeah.
Like, if my boss would buy it, I'd be like, holy shit.
Yeah, if I could write alcohol off of my taxes, dude, it would be great. I would be glad to pay in taxes that year.
Right? You get all kinds of returns.
Yeah, the problem is my liver won't take it.
Right, okay.
Oh, dude. So, you know what, dude? I'm right next to my hotel here in Oklahoma City.
All right, so
look at that, Lovington basketball, dude. That's the Wildcat, dude.
Yeah.
Who did you steal that from, dude? Is that from like an ex-girlfriend or something like that?
Yeah. So he wants to know. You're not on. He wants to know if that's from an ex-girlfriend or something.
Yeah. Who did you steal that from?
I'm actually very embarrassed to say this, but that was my sister's hoodie that she got from a basketball player she was dating when she was dating that basketball player. That was
what year was this?
I could probably
tell you the name.
This would have been, my sister graduated. She's 7 years apart from me. I was 01. She was 08.
Oh wow! Never mind. You guys are way young for me.
Yeah, I was 01. She was 08.
Yeah. So you graduated 01?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, nice.
Yeah, I was 2000. So yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. So I do wear that. I wear that hoodie.
Do you wear your?
I wear my sister's
sister,
hoodie
sister
that she got from a boyfriend.
That's not weird at all, man.
I got this from a girl who got it from a guy.
Wear my sister's hoodie's boyfriend.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all right, dude. I thought only girls stole hoodies.
I didn't steal it. She left it in my house fair and square one day.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
very
all right.
Very good.
Oh, shit. That's freaking hilarious. All right, man. Hey, god dang, I feel like we just got on here, but we're running out of time, so we're going to have to wrap this thing up. We need to get some plugs from you, my brother. Where can people find you?
You can find me at TD's Brew BBQ on Instagram, TD's Brew BBQ on TikTok, TD's Brew, and that's make sure you spell it the A&D, BBQ.com. You can go to the website there. That's the same for, what is it? Facebook and YouTube.
You sound like Alden.
Yeah, I know, dude. I just drew a blank for a second, man. It's been a rough day. I'll tell you this, dude. It's been a rough day, man. I've hit freaking over 30 stores since Monday.
Holy moly.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. I've actually stocked about 21 of those 30 stores since Monday.
Nice.
That's a good problem to have.
Nice.
That's what I do, man. I'm like right now I'm just traveling around about every 3 weeks. I go on a run for about a week and I stock hardware stores.
Nice.
I got
that's a grind.
Approval. I got approval to be a vendor for Westlake Ace Hardware. And I didn't realize it was more than one store, and then when I found out that it was over 200.
Oh shit.
I packed my trailer full with a little over 200 and something cases, and I hit the road until I run out.
Nice. Hey, you got one of those down in Houston? Come on down here.
I actually think that's actually one of the routes that I'm going to take. I've already got DFW, OKC, Kansas City, Wichita, Topeka. I was supposed to get St. Louis, but I actually ran out of product, so I'm actually on my way home right now, almost empty-handed.
Damn.
And I'm a day and a half early. So, but no, I got some in DFW, but I think there's actually some down in that area down towards Houston. But of course, you guys have Central Markets down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need to go to Central Market, dude. You can get your hands on some TDs, then put some TDs in your face.
Exactly. Yes.
TDs
exactly.
in your face. There it is.
Faux show.
Yeah. In Albuquerque, New Mexico, there's actually a strip club called TD's Showcase. And I did not find this out until about a little over a year ago. And I did the Fiery Food Show in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And it's a hot sauce expo. And everybody kept coming up to me going, "Are you affiliated with TD's?" And I'm like, no, but I saw that on my way in, and I know what you're talking about. But for the same price, for $20, you can actually get your hands on these TDs.
There it is.
Dude, I started selling the shit out of my barbecue sauce, dude, right there, like bam.
Dude, I tell you what, had I been drunk and somebody asked me that question, like I would have took that as, "Are you feeling on these titties?" I'd been like, probably. I don't know. Maybe I would have said that. I don't know what's going on here.
As I say, like show off your TDs, get your hands on TDs, put some TDs in your face.
Yeah, whoop your TDs out.
Yeah, dude. I mean, show off those TDs. Let me see those TDs. Like stuff like that, man. I mean, you got to go with the puns, man, because that's what everybody likes, man. It's funny. It's cool.
Sex sells.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Sex sells, like the Carne Sutra. You got to make love to your meat. Mm-hmm. Carne Sutra, which is a play off of Kama Sutra,
right?
But it's the meat version, so you got to make love to your meat. So I see people all the time, and I'm like, dude, stop doing that. Stop beating your meat and start making love to your meat. Let me introduce you to the Carne Sutra. And then usually those people, I'm like, I may throw a discount code out there and be like, here, dude, just try it. Just try it, dude. I don't want to see you treat your meat like that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Especially if we see somebody showing up as the wheelbarrow with the meat in it. I don't know what would happen at that point.
Right.
So.
Hey. That's weird.
Hey,
all right. It was
TD,
funny, but it was weird.
We appreciate you coming on the show. I mean, this has been a blast. I mean, we definitely need you have you back on whenever you get
do this again.
a free time. In
like a regular?
Back on. Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I'm down with that, dude. I'm down with that. Do one every Wednesday, man. I'm down with that, dude. If you guys want to do something every Thursday, I don't care, dude. I'm down with that.
I love it. I love it.
Like I said, dude, this is my job now, and I'm cool with it, man. I like to hang out with people, dude. And you guys are people like just like myself, man. That I see. You guys probably raise your hand if you have tattoos. Probably all of you, right?
Well, yep.
Nope.
Yep.
I do. Yeah.
Well, let's see.
Pepsi's?
4 out of the 5.
Yeah. I think James is the only one that doesn't.
That's not bad. That's not bad odds. But do you like to hang out in the backyard, barbecue, and drink beer?
We hang out in the front yard, but yes.
Yeah. Okay. Either way, yeah. My thing is just like I like to hang out, I like to barbecue, and I like to drink beer. And now since I've gone full time, I sell my barbecue sauce. I barbecue. I drink beer, and hopefully here pretty soon I can get tattooed because I haven't been tattooed this year. It's driving me nuts.
Nice.
That's great.
All right. Hey, thanks, brother, for being on. We appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, we'll catch up with you later.
For sure, dude. Thank you.
Especially me. I'm gonna figure out who you are, and I'll figure it out.
Wait, he told you who he was.
I know, but I need to know if he knows people I know.
This is not the game Clue.
I need to know if he knows people I know.
It's not done like
he's too close.
Yeah. It's not the guy in the library.
Aldo's gonna show up at your house.
Yeah,
I found you.
Yeah, I found you. You're like, I'm publicly known. It's weird.
I'd be like, that's cool, dude. You want to have a beer?
Yeah, exactly. You want to hang out in the backyard?
No, John, edit all that shit out.
Yeah, no, you sound like an idiot. You're staying in.
Love it.
So, you want to hang out in the Sanctuary Satisfaction and have a beer?
Yeah, perfect. Appreciate
All right,
you. Hey, let's raise a glass. Thank you, bud.
Cheers,
brother.
Cheers, Take care, TD.
Peace. Yeah, that was great. I've been looking forward to having him on for a long time, and he didn't disappoint. If you guys haven't tried his stuff, try
the
his
OG,
stuff.
right?
Yeah.
He's the OG.
Yeah,
he's the guy.
One of the first guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll have a link to his website down in the description below. Check it out.
Yeah.
Speaking of links to websites, Alden, you want to hook them up?
Guys, man, you go to the most important website. It's www.grabthebrisket.com. You can get to all of our content there. You can go buy our shirts. You can go figure out, which person you like better. I mean, go read our bios, right? You figure out a little bit more about us. Figure out, I don't like this guy. I like this guy. Whatever.
I like this guy more. He
I
sounds
like this
sexy.
guy more. He does, right?
He's a smooth, sultry voice.
Yeah, for real. But no, for sure, man. Like we got some new shirts out there, man. We got John wearing this shirt. It's fucking sexy too, man.
The shirt is really nice.
It looks like a Friends shirt in the front.
Yeah, the Friends logo. Yeah,
Friends logo.
That's not really. No.
And it says Brisket.
Did that.
But it looks and it has the same amount of numbers, or letters. I mean, sorry. But no, man. Like I say, dude. Website is where that's the place to get a hold of us, right?
Words are difficult.
Yeah. Or you can email us, grabthebrisket@gmail.com.
Or, hit us up on Facebook, Twitters, all that. Everything you need to find there is on the website. Just go there and go check it out, man. Leave us some comments. You got some questions, let us know. Yeah, we'll answer them.
Definitely leave us a barbecue fail, because if we feature it, then we are going to send you a bottle of Sucklebusters rub.
This is true.
Suckle. We're not going to actually send it to you. They will send it. So it's your rub to choose. Just go into the website, whatever you want, they'll send it to you.
Yeah. Send us a fail or a win, honestly, and we're going to pick one each week.
Who's this week's winner?
Well, it's not on. It's on our bonus episode, but
okay. Yeah. Nice.
Well, go fuck yourself.
All right, James. Has it been good talking barbecue with them?
It has been great talking barbecue with you guys.
Peace.
Later, Gator.
Thanks, everybody. We've been great.
Dang it, Bobby. Just grab the brisket. Or we would like to give a special thanks to FOGO Premium Hardwood Lump Charcoal, Bolner's Fiesta Spices, CoolieNation Custom Koozies, Cambro Manufacturing, YETI Cooler, the Smoke Sheep Barbecue Newsletter, and Texas Brew Hopper. We appreciate their support. Y'all guys go check them out.